What up, stackers? Big Stack McGee here. How are you doing today? It is Saturday, March 26th, and it's a beautiful sunny spring day, but absolutely frigid. It's below freezing. The wind is like 15, 20 miles an hour, and no one wants to be outside. So, perfect time to be here talking about some precious metals and pickups and all that kind of stuff. So, very excited to open up this because this package right here is my first gold of 2022. So, I was pretty heavy into gold in the last couple of years, and I want to be again, but boy, oh boy, watching the gold price charts is really what's fascinating to me. These days, as I consider my stacking, obviously I don't stack as hard as I have in previous months and years, simply because of where the price action is at. For those of you vets that are out there that spend a good deal of time stacking silver when it was in its 14, 15, $16 an ounce, it's a lot harder to pull the trigger on big orders when it's virtually almost double that in price, especially counting in the premiums and all that kind of stuff. And the same thing goes for gold. When you've purchased gold, $1,100 an ounce, and now gold is close to $2,000 an ounce, it's harder to go, you know what, I'm going to be loading up the truck when prices are that, because as hopefully we all know, boy, the prices can absolutely plummet for no reason at all. And consumer sentiment with the metals can go sour pretty fast and all that kind of business. And I'm a firm believer, and if you follow my channel, you know this, I'm a firm believer in the fact that the intrinsic value of gold and silver will remain so forever. So that's really what prompts my stacking, right? I dollar cost average, which means I don't concern myself too much if the price creeps up, but I do play the game where I don't buy as much, and as dips and things like that happen, then I accumulate more. And so this particular pickup, I picked up in February 26th by my record, so it's almost exactly, it is exactly a month ago, from Liberty Coin on eBay. And I guess without any further ado, let's go ahead and rip into this. We'll take a look at it. We'll talk a little bit more about it in a second. All right, for the first gold in 2022, we have a gold sovereign. All right, let me see which kind I got here. All right, let's look at the dates first. 1911. All right. More than 100 years old, 1911. There's a pretty cool gun brand made in that year. So here we go. King George, gold sovereign. All right, so some of the details on this. I purchased this when gold was at 1,800 and approximately 1880s, that's what I remember. $1,880 was the spot price of gold. About $70 or $80 less in spot compared to today. It was on a dip. So, like many of you out there, that pay attention to what's going on with the spot prices, the spot price falls. It went down below $1,900 for a little while. Day or two or something like that. Don't remember. But it's like, you know what? Time to get some gold. And I went out, and what I did when I look for purchases, I didn't go out saying I want to go buy a gold sovereign. What I did is I want to find the best deal I can on cheap gold in a fractional piece. So one of the things that I do is I'll go on eBay. And I like eBay because it's like a conglomerate, like you get all of the different bullion dealers will advertise there. I don't only go on eBay because some of you are very, very much against purchasing on eBay, and I get that. I understand that. But bullion dealers on eBay, their store presence on there is no different than purchasing directly from the bullion dealers. Having said that, when I do my searches on eBay, I will always go back to my favorite handful of bullion dealers and just check to make sure that I can't find it for cheaper, right? So in this case, this was from Liberty Coin on eBay, and essentially, right now I checked today, and a coin like this would be about $20 more per coin, or about $80 per ounce over spot. Not over spot. What am I saying? Or about $80. If I were to pick up an ounce of gold today, it would be about $80 more, right? Which means that not only is spot a little bit higher, but also the premiums are a little bit higher today. At any rate, all that to say that when I searched on eBay, I found a myriad of other coins. There was some other coins in contention. You know, there was always the gold 20 francs from various places, and those can usually be picked up relatively closer to with a smaller premium. Okay, closer to spot than other fractional pieces. Obviously, I'd love to get some gold American Eagles. I have quite a few of those, but I have way more sovereigns than I do gold American Eagles, this quarter ounces. And I love these coins. There's a couple of different reasons. Number one, there's some history behind them, right? This coin run has been going for many, many, many years. I don't know how long the sovereigns have been minted. I should probably look that up. But obviously, more than 100 years. Goes well back into, I have some that are from the late 1800s, and I'm sure that they go even before that. But they're a well-recognized coin. They're very consistent, a little bit less than a quarter ounce. Each one of these gold sovereigns has 0.2354 ounces of gold in them, right? So a little bit less than a quarter ounce. Of course, the iconic design. At any rate, I probably have, if I had to guess, I bet you I have about 10 of these. I'm not certain. Maybe more than that. Don't know. Have to get them out. In fact, that wouldn't be a bad video for later. But these are just very, very, very liquid in terms of gold. What do I mean by that? I mean that on a normal situation with bullion dealers, these are picked up for probably some of the cheapest gold you can get. And no, you don't get huge premiums on them, but the difference between the amount you pay and the amount you can sell it for is quite small. Very, very liquid. All right. So of all, it's not the collectability factor. You know, it's there's just the window between that and the buy to sell is small, right? And I like that. I like how liquid these are. So, it feels pretty darn good to get some gold this year. I would love to have more. My long-term play is gold, right? It's just that when the silver to gold ratio is so high, it's hard for me to just go only gold. Boy, 2 times in the last probably 18 months, I've gone and traded a whole bunch of silver in for gold when the spot prices of gold and silver came down enough. I take that back. The spot prices didn't come down, but the ratios between them did. And when it starts getting into the high 60s, it was enough for me to go, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do that. But spot price right now, I don't know what the ratio is, but I believe it's in the high 70s. At least it was the last time I looked. And it's cheaper to buy silver than it is to buy gold. We'll put it that way, right? And when you have enough of the stuff, you can kind of make some of those decisions. So I don't know if I'll do that again, but if the spot prices, if the ratio tightens up again, of course I'll be taking a look at some of the stuff in my stack that I don't care for as much and potentially turn that into more gold. Having said that, I will be buying more gold this year as well. It's definitely on the plan. As I talk to you about this stuff, the other thing is that right now in my life, we're at a really, really interesting time financially. Okay, I've disclosed before that I don't have any debt, and that feels pretty darn good. But we're about to have kids in college pretty soon, and that's going to change the dynamic. My goal is to be kind of the bank of mom and dad, can help lend to our children, as well as to pay for hopefully half their college as well. and not have to go through any kind of bank to be able to finance further school. And I don't know what my kids are going to do, if they're going to go to a 4-year college or if they're going to do some kind of 2-year program. But it's going to be a pretty cool situation to be able to try to do that ourselves. But what does that mean for silver and gold? Not a whole lot, other than I have other savings, right? Gold and silver are fantastic, and I fully intend to take advantage of these into retirement and hopefully to be part of an inheritance for my children. But I'm not planning on selling any silver or gold to help finance college, but it might change how much I purchase of that, right? So it's nice to be able to have those decisions to make, I guess. So, all right, well, that's all I have for you today. Just this nice little Goldie to show off. And like I said, feels pretty darn good. And this is a really nice King George, good condition. And I love the fact that it's got some history to it. So, all right, folks, Big Stack McGee here. I hope everyone's doing great. I hope you have a great weekend. We'll be back at you real soon. Have a good one.